Hey guys, in this video we are just going to make a quick and fun custom board game. All right, I have this Canva template that I created that you can grab in the shop. I'll leave a link for it below for you if you want it, or you can make your own, it's up to you. But in this video we're just going to run through real quick and make a game. All right, so you can see how easy it is to edit this template and make all sorts of games, printable games for your Etsy shop. You can use these for kids games, learning games. They'd also be good to make for like bachelorette parties, baby showers, all kinds of things. All right. So, just let your imagination run wild as to what kind of games you want to create. We are just going to make a really simple kids game today. Uh, and as you can see, the template here uses frames. All right. And I did that for a couple reasons. One is they're just super easy to put whatever you want in them. Let's say we want to drop this little, well, this is a graphic, that's a bad choice. Drop this picture, and you could have different pictures in each block, or you can simply change the colors of each block. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with colors today. So the start one, we're going to make green, and then I'm going to go down here to the finish, and I'm going to make that red right away. Okay. Now I think I want to do a woodland animal theme for this game. All right, so we'll go to elements and we're going to search woodland animals and we're going to go with graphics. Okay, so I think, let's see what we got here. All right, let's take those little woodland animals down along the bottom here. They're cute. And I'm going to send that to the back. And then I'm also going to reduce its opacity a little bit. Okay, we want them there, but we don't want them to overwhelm the board itself. Okay, and I think I'm just going to grab a couple little more animals or woodland themed items. Let's grab this tree. We can put that just along the side here. Okay, and again, let's reduce its opacity. We don't want it to, like I said, take over, but we want it in there. We're going to send that one all the way to the back too, okay? All right, and then let's give our game a name. And I think since we're doing Who's Faster, all right, and that's just going to be the simple name of our game, Who's Faster, since we're doing woodland animal themes. We're just going to call it Who's Faster, and we're going to put the name of it right in the center there. And let's find a fun font. See what we get here. Okay, let's do this one. And change the color. What color do we want? Let's go with the orange. Okay. All right, Who's Faster? I don't like this tree, so we're going to get rid of that tree. We're going to go back here to elements, and we're just going to find a couple more things that go with woodland animals, and we're going to pop them in different places. Like right there. We are going to reduce the transparency to about 35. What is it on this one? It's 26. Okay, so let's do 26 on just about everything. So everything seems to, stay the same. All right. How about this leaf here? This is, like I said, just a real simple example of what you can do. We can actually put that a couple places. Let's flip it horizontal, and that looks cute. And then let's put a snail on here, since we're, you know, saying the name of the game is Who's Faster. We want a snail, and we want a rabbit for sure. Now I'm just grabbing randomly. You know, you will want to make sure the images you're using are, you know, the same style and things like that, so it looks nice. But for this example, I am just grabbing a few random images just so you get the idea. Okay, so now I'm going to go up here and I'm going to start changing the block colors, and I think I'm going to stick with colors that are in the image itself. I think I'm going to stick with these three main ones. I'm just going to alternate them back and forth: the gray, the tan, and the green. I'm going to change all those colors. And let's see here. Shift. Nope, that isn't going to work. Okay. I was hoping I could just change them all at once, and there's probably a way to do it, but I don't feel like taking the time to figure that out right now. So I am going to finish changing all these colors, and then we'll be back and we'll move on. Okay, so I have all the colors changed to what I want them, and now I'm going to zoom in here so you can see the board a little bit better. And you can see each of our little blocks has a different color. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to text, okay? And we are going to start creating the text for each of our game pieces, our game blocks, all right? Now, you could create little images to put in here if you want, and then you wouldn't have to add text, but I just think for this example, I'm just going to add a few random, I don't know what you call them, action blocks, I guess. Okay, like this one. If you land here, we're not going to put anything in this first one. We're just going to pick a random block here, and and then we are going to duplicate this text and put it randomly around the board. Okay, let's do this. Let's do one down here. And there. And I think that is enough. Okay, you can add more if you want, but for this purpose, for this video, we're just going to add a few. Okay, this one we're going to say roll again, so they get to go again. All right, and let's find a fun font. Let's do the same one we're using for the name of the game. Let's make this a little bigger in here, and there we go. Okay, roll again. This one, let's change it to go back 3 spaces. All right, and we can move that right to the center. Let's do this one. Move ahead 3 spaces. Select all that text, change the font to Lucky Bones. Okay, and then let's do all right, go back to start. Okay, get that font all selected there. Bones, and we'll move that down to the center. Okay, and you get the idea. We're just doing fun action blocks in here. Um, Send anyone home. Send anyone to start. All right, so now you can send anybody you want back to the start. And, you know, you'll just go through here and make your action blocks. And then you can trade spaces with anyone. All right. So now you can trade places with anyone. And it's just a fun little game for kids. You know, you don't have to make this crazy difficult or too in-depth. These would be fun for printing out for, you know, family gatherings, holidays, things like that. Road trips, you know, when the kids are bored and you're stopping to eat somewhere, you just give them something, a little something to do. You could, you know, and these are great. You can laminate them and take them anywhere with you, put them in a folder so you have an assortment of them with you. If you're selling these as digital printouts on your website, you can make a whole batch of them in different themes, whatever you want to do. Okay, lose a turn. But I'm just showing you, this is, you know, just one example of making a very, very simple kids game board. All right, lose a turn. And now, you know, whoever's fastest wins. You can have the kids, you could print out, you know, little animals. If you have a laser cutter or a 3D printer, you could 3D print little game pieces and, you know, different animals, and a rabbit, a snail, a fox, a bear, whatever. If you have a laser cutter, you could just cut little tokens with the picture of an animal on it and use those. If you're selling them as printables, you could, let's add another page, you could make little like sticker type things. You could add a fox, and, you know, when they print it out, they could cut it out and use it as a game piece. Honest to goodness, you know, most of the time, you know, when my kids were little, when they did, you know, if we made games like this, it was, you know, they snatched a game piece from another game. They used a penny. They used any type of markers that, you know, we had available in the house. You can make cards with numbers on them if you want to include those. That way people wouldn't have to do dice. That would be just another, I would go with something like, I would take a shape here. Let's zoom out some. Okay, I would take a shape. I would make that, you know, 2 inches by 2 inches. I would take an animal of some sort. I would put it on there. And you could, okay, put one in the middle, and that would be, they draw the card, they go one space. Let's move this over here. Like I said, these are just ideas. I'm not saying she used this. There, you could do 2 fox. Now they roll 2, they move 2 when they draw that card, and on and on and on. Or you could simply just put the numbers on there, and then, you know, if you're selling them as a printable, whoever buys it, they can print it out and cut these little game board like cards for the roll numbers on there. You could do it that way, or you could just use a single die, which, you know, that always works great too. But Anyway, this is how you make a cute little kids game in Canva. Um, there's so many different ideas you can do with this. Like I said, this one is just a, a loose, who's faster, woodland animal themed game. You can absolutely do these for adult games too. Like I said, you can do them for football parties, for bachelorette parties, for bachelor parties, for baby showers, for bridal showers, um, birthday parties, any number of events you can make a custom game for. So I will leave the link for the game board template below this video. If you have any questions, just shoot me a comment and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time.